All right, now assuming we want to look at how to let's say find the length. So now I want to find the length of a list. So how do you get the length of a list? So to do this, basically, let's say we want to find the number of elements of the list, right? My list. We have my list, right? And we have the named list. Right, they are basically the same. So we have this, right? We want to find the number of elements of this object or list that we have created. So we are going to use the length function. So I'm going to use length, right, my list. So this basically gives me the number of element of the list, right? So length, let's run this. So it's length 2, right? Because we have only 2 objects, right? So we can do the same for this. That's an alternative, right? Which will give you the same results, right? So let's run this. Yeah. Now assuming we want to find the number of, let's say I want to find the number of element of the first object. So we want to find the number of elements of the first object in the list, right? In the list, or let's say of the list, yeah. So I want to find the number of elements of the first object of the list. So with this, we are still going to make use of the length function. Then we call the list, that is my list. So basically we can use 1 for the first that's the first object, right? We are specifying the first object. We want the length of that, and basically we know the first object is 5, right? So we are expecting 5 for this. So let's run. Yep. Another way to do this is to use the once we have the name list, we can also use that, right? And just call the first object, which is numeric. Yeah, there's another way of doing it, right? So let's run. Yep. So we have, so this basically how to find the length of a list in R.